Our system can detect problems and alert us instantly. But reading text alerts isn't fun when you are on a call at 2 a.m. Today, we'll build a live Grafana dashboard, a real-time control room that shows CPU spikes, application errors, and active alerts in one place. By the end, you will see systems heartbeat on screen, every pulse, every failure, every recovery. In episode 5, Prometheus detected random app failures and we got alerts to our Slack channel. Now we are going to take those same metrics and visualize them in Grafana, because monitoring without dashboards is like driving without a speedometer. Before we dive in, hit subscribe. The next episode is our first real outage simulation. And trust me, you will want to see that one live. Alright, let's jump into the demo. Now let's jump into our Visual Studio Code. In our Visual Studio Code, we have episode 6 visualization, and the structure is similar to episode 5. We are doing the exact same stuff, but we are trying to create new dashboard. So let me jump back to episode 6 real quick. So episode 6, we are going to start our containers now using docker compose command. Press enter. As soon as we have containers up and running, we are navigating to Grafana dashboard. So I'm going to open my browser. It is running on localhost 3000. Refresh it. And we have to give username and password. So I'm going to give that real quick. Login. And here you can update the password if required. If not, you can skip it. This is only for testing purposes. Production, we are going to have a very strong password and stuff. So for now, I'm going to skip this. So as soon as you skip, you are going to land into our Grafana website, wherein we have dashboards and there are, let's say, multiple other features. If you see dashboards, drill down, metrics, logs, traces, I mean, there's a lot of information here. So first things first, before we even create a dashboard, we need to add data source first. So data source, what exactly is data source? So I'm going to add data source. This is our Prometheus, wherein we are going to get metrics from. And here I would like to give Prometheus 9090 port, followed by save those changes. And we can see successfully queried the Prometheus API. Let's go back. Now let's go to dashboards. So under dashboards, we are going to create a new dashboard. Click on create new dashboard and we are going to add a visualization panel. So I'm going to select Prometheus as data source here, followed by I would like to give it a name here. So for example, we can give it as, so I'm going to give application errors over time, followed by, if I scroll down here, here we have builder options wherein manually you can give that, and also there is a code option. So I would like to enter a PromQL query. It's a very simple query. We already did it in our previous episodes as well. I try to explain alert rules using this particular query language only. So what exactly we are doing here? Application errors total is the counter we created in our Flask application. Then increase by 1 minute. How much did this counter go up in the last minute? Every time our app throws a 500 error, the counter increases. So this query literally tells us how many errors occurred per minute. Then in the visualization section, we are going to select time series. There are other options as well. So for this video, I'm keeping it simple. Let's keep it with time series. Save the dashboard, and instead of new dashboard, I would say application health dashboard. Okay, save it. So as soon as we save, we should see some data here. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. So here I can see application errors over time. Okay, followed by we are going to create few more panels so that our Grafana dashboard looks interesting. And now let's try to add another panel. So visualization panel. So in the title, it would be CPU and memory usage. Then in the code, we are going to say enter promql. So for example, I can give this number here. So what exactly we are trying to do here? It takes all CPU cores, measures how much time they spent not idle in the last minute, and we are trying to convert into a percentage. So for example, if the graph hits 90%, your server is sweating. Now the same we can do it. Let's say we can add another query expression. So let's try to add memory here. What exactly this query is doing here? It will try to calculate the percentage of RAM currently in use. When memory is, let's say, more than 80%, it's kind of a warning sign where slowdown begins. Together, these two queries shows if your system's slowness is hardware stress or code bugs. I'm going to save this once again. Save, go back to the dashboard. Here now I can see two panels, CPU and memory usage, application errors over time, followed by let's try to add third panel. So in the third panel, let's try to give name as active alerts here in the title, followed by we are going to write the query once again. So this is very simple. Once again, it's a built-in Prometheus metric that lists all alerts currently active. So whenever application error rate high fires, this box lights up red. So for now, I'm going to keep it very simple and save this dashboard. Save, back to dashboard, and last panel. So what exactly we are going to add here? So in this panel, I would say we are going to check the uptime of our application. So for that, I'm going to say time process start time seconds is when the application process begin. Subtracting one from the other, and we get the uptime in seconds. Grafana can format it into hours or days if this number resets frequently. It means your container is, let's say, crashing all the time. All right, so let me give it a name. Here it would be app uptime. Save the dashboard. Save it. Go back to the dashboard. So now we have all the panels in place. So I'm going to rearrange a bit. So I can drag and drop here. So for example, I would like to keep application errors on top, so that as soon as I log into the dashboard, I can see that. Followed by, I will keep CPU and memory next to my application errors. So I will make it a bit small so that it will be easier to view. I can see app time, and I can see also app active alerts. So I can drag and drop and rearrange a bit. So overall, yeah, this is how it looks like. Okay, now we can see everything arranged clearly. I can see application errors over time, CPU and memory usage, app uptime, active alerts. Now let's try to refresh this. So I can see some graphs spiking in. I cannot see any active alerts. I can see app uptime, application errors over time, CPU and memory. So at a glance, if we see the colors, green means it's healthy, yellow means kind of warning, red means critical. I also did not update any kind of colors to the panels. That's fine. But yeah, let's jump back to our Visual Studio Code. Now here, I'm going to jump back to my scripts folder, and let's try to fire some errors. So that would be 100. Now let's watch our dashboard, I can see application errors graph spike upwards. And if you see the active alerts, I can see some alert messages were sent to our Slack channel. That's full circle observability, metrics, alerts, and visuals all working in sync. This isn't just a toy setup. This is how real DevOps teams watch production systems in real time. Let's do a quick recap of this episode. We started this series completely blind, no monitoring, no alerts. Now we have a system that collects data, detects anomalies, alerts on failures, and visualizes everything beautifully. Metrics, alerts, dashboard, action. That's the real DevOps feedback loop. Next time, we'll simulate a full production outage, use this dashboard to diagnose it live, and recover fast. Subscribe and turn on notification because next episode things are going to break. From metrics to meaning, that's the Grafana way. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.